men, y'all been talking about how y'all hate condoms and condoms are horrible, this, that, and third. But condoms ain't new. Condoms been around for a while. You want to know how long a while is? Well, they found a 3,000-year-old condom in the Egyptian pharaoh Tutankhamun. You know I can't say them words. My tongue fat. And archaeologists are completely amazed. Okay, so again, I say, Teacher Neutral said, nah, I'm good. You good to a 3,000-year-old condom, or you good at going to a restaurant where the waiters are robots and they're controlled by people who are paralyzed? Which one is it? Okay, so here it is. When Tut, because that's what I'm calling him. I can't say this man's whole name. My tongue too fat for this. When Tut's tomb was first discovered in 1922, archaeologist Howard Carter was stunned by the astonishing array of grave goods. More than 5,000 artifacts were left for the boy king to use in his afterlife. But amongst all the gold, silver, ebony, ivory, and precious jewelry, weapons, furniture, fine linen, and rare perfumes, a small piece of cloth caught the eyes of the experts. It was King Tut's condom, and apparently it was deemed essential for him to take into eternity. So, y'all, the way this thing looked, she said I'm good to both of them. The way this thing looks is it looks like a little condom, but it looked like it had a string that wrapped around his waist. So you know what it looked like to me? You know when y'all went to that dirty store, Frederick's, and they had the little dicky hammy, the little thing hammies, things, hammocks, the thing hammocks. That's what they had. They had thing hammocks. And it could look like a snake, or it might look like a elephant, and his thing fit through the trunk. Y'all know what I'm talking about, right? Okay, them things right there, that's exactly what it looked like, except without the elephant ears. Okay, Tutankhamun's condom, which contained traces of his DNA, consisted of a sheath made of fine linen, soaked in olive oil, and then attached to a string that would have tied around his waist. Don't y'all complain no more about lamb skin, sheep skin, latex, or anything else. These folks back in the day was using linen. I know that had to soak up the juices. Ain't no way in hell you gonna tell me that they soaked up the no. I love this. Yes, it's King Tutankhamun, and yes, it's pronounced Tutankhamun. I love that, the way you said that. That's hilarious. If the condom was used for a contraceptive rather than ritual purposes or the prevention of disease, it's unlikely to have been very effective. Indeed, the remains of 2 fetuses were also found in his tomb, and genetic testing revealed that King Tut was the father. The ancient Egyptians had other methods of contraception too. The Khan medical papyrus, known also as the genealogical papyrus, which has been dated to around 1825 BC, recommends the use of a mixture of, y'all ready for this? Crocodile dung and some other now unknown ingredients as a contraceptive. This mixture would be formed into a pessary, according to one of the hypotheses. The dung of crocodiles is alkaline in nature, thus acting as a spermicide. I'm not putting no croc boo-boo on my, in my, or around my cooter cat. Look, y'all, I have questions. I have lots of questions, and my questions are weird, but my questions surround history. Like, how did, who was, why did? Like, I have those kind of questions. Who was the first one to give oral sex? Because I'm not oral sexing you if you got crocodile dung on your thing. I'm not oral. You talking about, y'all talk about the cootie cat smell like fish now. You think crocodiles ain't a fish? I've had crocodile before, or alligator. It tastes like water chicken. Okay, so where do you find crocodile dung? Like, do you just jump in the water and pick out a big thing of mud? And humans be too smart for their own good. Like, humans be yes, I'm looking at the photo for the article. It looks chafy. Do you understand what that means? It looks like I said, it looks like it sucks up all the juices and berries that were left behind. Okay. In the ancient Chinese used to fashion sheaths from silk paper soaked in oil. In Japan, they used tortoise shell or animal horn that was used to cover the glands only. The Archaeatic Dukas tribe of New Guinea had a female condom made from a specific plant, and Muslims and Jews during the Middle Ages covered the penis in tar or soaked it in onion juice. I'm not sucking on your thing if it got onion juice on it. And you definitely not inserting no onion juice in my cooter cat. Y'all, the things that we used to do not to have kids. Well, when the first well-documented outbreak of the sexually transmitted disease syphilis occurred in the 15th century among French troops, the need for something to protect against disease became more essential, and linen sheaths soaked in a chemical solution were widely adopted. What chemical? What chemical, sir? Y'all don't care about the women. But then again, if you soaked it in a chemical and it's on your thing, that's bad for you too, sir. That could be very bad for you too. Some condoms during the Renaissance were made out of animal intestines or bladder. The condom was revolutionized in the early 19th century with the introduction of rubber, and by 1850, several rubber companies began the mass production of condoms, and the rest is history. Listen, I want to say this, okay? We as a people have always tried to regulate sex in some kind of way. Of late, we try to say, abstinence, which I think is a horrible way to regulate sex, because our kids are doing dumb stuff because you won't teach them how to protect themselves during sex. If people in the ancient times were trying to protect themselves from sex, I ain't seen not one ancient hieroglyphic yet that means abstinent. Y'all found a hieroglyphic yet that say abstinent? I ain't read in not one Greek term or one Greek story about abstinence. This is a Christian thing and of the last century or two, okay? Y'all, look, our kids are going to continue to have sex, and not just kids. I mean, when I say kids, the reason why I'm using that term is because when that pituitary gland kick in, when you start changing over from Barbie dolls to boy butts, I tell you, that is a strong hormone. And to believe that people aren't going to be curious, especially in a time where sex is in music. They use sex to sell cereal. Like, sex is everywhere to try to not give people the resources that they need. You think people was making condoms out of linen back then? I was starting a program back in 2000 where I wanted to talk to kids about sexual health and sexual reproduction, because I felt like it was weird that as parents we couldn't talk to our kids about it even though we did it, right? So I would ask kids, I did my research, and I would ask kids first, what are some of the things that you've heard can prevent pregnancy, whether you believe it's true or not? I just want to say this. Talk to your kids about sex, because these kids are stupid. Okay? I had a kid tell me that if you have sex, you can shake up a Coca-Cola in a bottle, like in the bottles, shake it up real good, put it up there, and let the Coca-Cola go up there, and it's a spermicide because of all the sugar. Y'all hear what I'm saying? Y'all daughters believe that they can squirt Coke, as in Coca-Cola, up their hoo-ha, and it's a spermicide. I've had kids tell me that if you have sex in a jacuzzi or a pool, that you will not get pregnant because the chlorine from the pool will kill the sperm. Now, when this particular child said this to me, what I said to them was, but it's already inside her. Where does the chlorine come in at, sir? You know what I'm saying? I'm so curious as to this one. Yeah, that's not true. And my absolute favorite of favorites will always be, I had a young man tell me that you can make a condom. Fellas, this one's for you. I need you to tell your sons this ain't the way to do it. Okay? This young man told me that all you need is some saran wrap and a rubber band, and you can make your own condom. Let me explain something to you, son, is what I said to him. Do you know that people put rubber bands around the tails of dogs so that the dog tail can snap off? And you are going to wrap a rubber band around your member who is engorged with blood. I don't think that's what they meant by a cock ring, bruh. Like, we have to talk to our kids about sexual safety and sexual health and not be all weirded out by it, because then they'll be out here making linen condoms with olive oil. Y'all over here cracking up in my DM, in my message, but I'm for real, y'all. This is crazy. Let me see what y'all saying over here. Shout out to Ro Kimmy, coming straight from the UK. Mr. Grant ATL said facts. Ro Kimmy said, amen. You're talking big facts. Abstinence is a Christian modern thing, best reserved for nuns and priests that vow that lifestyle. I don't even agree with you allowing nuns and priests to be abstinent, because they ain't never abstinent. They just having sex with people who can't have babies. They just having sex with teacup humans. What is a teacup human, you ask me? A miniature one. You know, like you got standard size dogs, then you got miniature dogs, and then you got teacup dogs. You got standard size adults, you got teens, and then last but not least, you got teacup people. Y'all will catch the joke later. Let's see. Ro Kimmy said, I heard about that Coca-Cola spermicide up the poom poom, but never heard it worked. Exactly. There's enough children to prove that it don't. And you said from what? Cling film. Yes. They take cling wrap, the saran wrap, and saran wrap the pain, and then wrap a rubber band around it to secure it. And then they have sex with your daughter. And then you wonder why your daughter came up pregnant. Because some little boy done convinced her that he ain't had a condom and he could make one, like the ancient Egyptians did. I'm Teacher Anitra said olive oil. Yeah, olive oil. And we're not talking about Popeye's girlfriend, neither. Okay. Bowman Lee in the building. He said, did you see the photo that they had for the article? Yes, and it looked like it itched. It looked like it itched. And I'll post the picture on my Instagram today for y'all to see it. But yes, we have been making condoms for years, but I just didn't know that we had a 3,000-year-old condom from the Egyptians. That is crazy to me. Then my question, what you do if you lose it? Was she a witch? Did she swallow it? Like, how did... She's a witch. She made it disappear. Okay, hold on, wait. Teacher Anitra said, everyone who uses them had all types of diseases. At this point, y'all telling me that y'all rubbing alligator dung as a spermicide. I'm worried about a lot of different diseases, not just the sexually transmitted ones. I'm worried about the diseases from the ground, typhoid. Yes, Nico. Yes. This is what your folks is doing now. Who created the IUD? And why do you think abstinence is a great idea, Bowman Lee? I don't think preaching abstinence is a good idea. I believe that if you give a person information, if you explain to them why they should wait, not that that's the only thing that they should do, I think you'll have more people who make educated decisions about when they want to lose their virginity versus being forced, coerced, tricked, or doing it at a time where they just don't feel comfortable. I think when you educate a person, you are inadvertently giving them self-confidence. And in a lot of situations, when it comes to your virginity and losing it or giving it away or whatever, how I even hate that you lost your virginity as if it was something that you were supposed to keep forever. Like, I don't know, but whatever. If and when it is that time for you to relinquish your virginity, you are more susceptible to do it and feel good about it than you are to just feel like you were used. I told my female cousins over and over again that you are not a pincushion. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're not here to just lay and be, his be poked on. If he's not doing it for you, if you're not interested, if you don't like it, no part of you has to do it just because he wants to. You know what I mean? And then abstinence comes with its own issues too. We all know how mayonnaise people already believe that unless it's the glory hole, it don't count. You know what I'm saying? They'll let you stick it in the nose, the ear, the booty hole, the mouth, and everything else, but they don't call it sex until it's in the vajayjay. And I don't get that either. You know what I'm saying? If in my mind what we doing is sexing, I don't care what hole you put it in. You could rub that thing across my doggone elbow like this. We had sex. You had sex. Oh no. Let's see. Rokimi said, for real, they probably created new diseases from their methods using the alligator boo-boo. For real. And Real Bowman Lee said, for the record, only women have virginities. Bowman, I'm about to have to ask a question and post it. Can men lose their virginity? Do men have virginity? Or is virginity something that only a woman has? Do y'all really feel like that, men? Do you feel like you've never had a virginity to give away and you've never lost a virginity? Because if that's the case, what? Because I took a virginity. I snatched his soul. That's what Alix would say. I snatched his soul. But yeah, wait a minute. That one threw me off, Bowman. Teacher Nietzsche said, so they putting penises in chitterlings. I'll take abstinence for 300, Alix. Well, there's another reason not to like chitlins. I'm not. Let's see. Ro Kimmy and Bowman over here having a discussion in my comments. Don't y'all have a discussion with each other. You include me. Ro Kimmy said, Bowman, are you referring to a woman's biological hymen? And then Bowman says, men have wet dreams, so it's impossible to be a virgin for a man. Women have a hymen. So you lost your virginity during your wet dream? Is that what you're saying, Bowman? I love this man. I just love this man. I love this man. The way his brain thinks is just on a whole nother level. It just is. Shout out to Natural Way 365. Y'all know I was talking about her yesterday, and I was telling y'all how y'all need to get with people like that if you want eggs and bacon and everything else. Because I'm telling you right now, she gonna know where to get it because she got it and she gonna kill it. Bowman says, I have to have raw sex, but just let me know when you're menses and ill, and I'll let you know, and I'll know when to release inside you and when not to. Okay, I need you to understand a woman's cycle. It's like there's only like honestly 3 days during a woman's cycle where she's actually fertile, and it's not while she's on her cycle. It's like a couple of days before. So if you start doing it after the cycle, I think you're okay. And that's crazy because I'm a woman and I should know, and I don't. I honestly don't know when I ovulate. You know why? Because I take birth control every day, because I'm not having it. I'm taking birth control until this uterus bottoms out. Okay, I'm not having another kid. Let's see. We got some more comments here. Ro Kimmy said, aha, okay, cool. But sex is not the same as a wet dream. Also, women have orgasms in their dreams. It's a female wet dream. Anyway, you got your views and that's cool. Okay, y'all, I asked this question to y'all a long time ago. Can a woman have a wet dream? Ro Kimmy is saying that women do have female wet dreams. I have had instances where I got physically aroused in my dream. I've hunched a pillow or two in my dream, but I have never actually climaxed in my dream in real life. Hell, in my dream, I wake up before the climax. So y'all actually climaxing in y'all dreams? That's not fair. I dream in color. I can smell in my dreams. I actually punch fast and hard in my dreams. You know, when you in a fight in your dream, you punch like you punching in water. But not me. I be swinging. But I have yet to have an orgasm in my dreams. I ain't had not one yet, and I'm really jealous of y'all. I'm really jealous because I feel like maybe I need to go take some magic mushrooms and tap into my inner coochie, because it's just not giving life like that. Let's see. Natural Way said it's a myth. What's a myth? Let me know. We done talked about a lot of stuff. What's a myth? Teacher Nietzsche said virginity is with both male and female, but you can only tell when it's been taken from a woman. And yes, women have wet dreams too. She said, yes, I had one about Ludacris, and I don't even like light-skinned dudes, and I woke up shaking and orgasming. I'm jealous. The way I'm jealousing the jealous of my jealousies, I am just green with envy, because I ain't never, and I done had some dreams about some nice folks before, and I ain't never. Maybe my brain ain't tapped into it. Let's see. Ro Kimmy says, I know someone I used to be with. She used to wake up and tell me she was sensitive and dripping like she just came. Bowman Lee said, what in the succubus? Normally it's after having dreams about sex regarding wow, that was just powerful regarding Ludacris's wet dream. Yeah. Teacher Nietzsche done tapped into something right now. I might have to move, bitch. Get out my way. But yeah, nah, this is very interesting. So as always, y'all know I like to say that you can use my weird science facts and go to a bar and try to use it as a pickup line and pick somebody up. So, can you imagine going to the bar, sitting down as a guy talking to somebody and be like, hey girl, they've been using condoms for 3,000 years? I got a fresh one. Tell her, and it's not even linen and olive oil. Baby, it's Trojan. What's up? Speaking of condoms, fellas, every single woman out here wants to just tell y'all, for real, if you cannot fit in the gold Magnum wrapper condom, please don't carry it around. Because all you're going to do is piss me off. Once I see that gold wrapper, I'm imagining a monster. And if you pull out one of them things from Monsters Inc., you know what I'm saying? Like a baby monster. And it like if the condom is loose, if you got room to wiggle in it, I'm be mad. And every other woman out here gonna be mad. So just be respectful and go ahead and buy your size. You know what I'm saying? Like, you might not need the gold wrapper. You might need a silver or a bronze wrapper. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Hell, some of y'all men walking around here and y'all just need a paper bag wrapper, because it ain't that. And you lying, carrying around that gold wrapper that you've had for 16 years, and you just let it fall on the floor or something, be like, oh, yeah, I got it like that. Lying ass. Just lying. Teacher Anitra said, boy, I'm going to get me a boo off your weird science facts. Exactly. You'll come off very intelligent, worldly, knowledgeable. You need some weird science facts in your life. I'm just curious. Teacher Anitra says, sunshine. Say it again for the dudes in the back. Yes. I'm not mad that your thing was little. I'm mad that you convinced me that it was big and then I realized it was little. That's what I'm mad about. It's a lot of women out here who can deal with the motion of your ocean and be just fine with it. But you out here walking around talking about you got a yacht and you really got a dinghy and it's not working. Okay? Don't tell me I'm about to get on the SS Titanic and you walk up here with a minnow, that the one that the skipper and Gilligan was on. Don't do that to me. Don't do that. Don't you do that. Hey, Yoshi. Oh, how you doing? Let's see. Rokemi said, oh my gosh, you are killing me today. Please, no, don't die. I need all the listeners I can get. She said, please just get regular condoms, because that is putting us at risk of unwanted pregnancy. That's how you lose them. That's exactly how you lose a condom, because it didn't fit. And I've been kegeling. And I sucked it right off. And now we got a bambino on the way, because you bought the wrong size. I blame you, sir. I blame you. You should have got the one that when you put it on, you know what I'm saying? If you didn't do that, it was too big. You know what I'm saying? You got to hear the snap of it. It's got, you know what I'm saying? When you put it on, it that's how you know it fit. It's exactly how you know it fit. Teacher Nitra is over here cracking up, talking about baby sharks. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I'm telling you, y'all coming in here, do. There's no snap. It's no snap. It's been about 10. How old is my son? 13, 12? My son, 12. It's been about 13 years since I used a condom, so I don't know. But in the back of the recesses of my mind, I believe I remember it being a little snap. It wasn't a little, you pull it on and you get a. Maybe it's not a snap. Y'all hear that noise I'm making? It's a, you know what I'm saying? And then you pinch the tip. I'm not right. Forget y'all. I know I'm right. I'm right. It's been a minute. All right, y'all. All right, we got time for One Axe the Hood, and then we're going to play y'all some music and get out of here. It is Thursday. Y'all already know. Y'all stay tuned to the Hits 92.3 network because we got Karen the Connector coming up later on in the day. We got the Culturally Dope Show, and rounding out our day today on Thursday, we have none other than the Gumbo Radio Show. Okay. Yeah, it's the snug sound. Yeah. See, bro, Kimmy said, I know that sound. It's the snug sound. It's the, you know what I'm saying? It's when all the air gets sucked out of the condom and it ain't nothing but skin and peen and it's stuck to it. You know what I'm saying? Maybe the snap is when you're pulling it off. When you pull it off, you got to hear that that snap to come off because you knew it was on there right. Y'all, promise to God, I don't need nobody else on this show with me to laugh. I don't. I will sit up here and be a fool by my damn self, okay? I have no problem with it.